Hello there, welcome back to another ITH video. Now, this one is a little bit different. You see, today I'm going to tell you my 5 reasons why I think this BMW M340d Touring is the best car on sale today. As always, I'd like to say huge thanks to BATB for making these videos possible. They give away someone's dream car twice a week, and you can choose from nearly 200 cars to play for, including the M340 Touring. Tickets start from just 40p, and you can even add £20,000 cash and fuel for a year. Okay, one thing I love about BMWs, as is the case with this one, subtle styling, great proportions, all about in good design. Long bonnet, short rear. It's a very subtle looking car. You don't want something like this to shout, you want it to just be there and not really tell the world that you've got all that performance, and that's what this does really well. One thing I'm not a real fan of, black wheels. Everyone knows I don't like black wheels. This car looks much better with the dark wheels on a lighter paint. The darkness sucks all the life out of this dark blue paint. The standard silvery gold wheels and things look a lot better on this Tanzanite blue. Speaking of the grille at the front as well, this has got a normal sized grille, which is always very nice. The 4 Series grille isn't as bad as everyone thinks, but I much prefer this. It looks fantastic. This side profile, it's ace. I love an estate car. I know a lot of people go, oh, they're just boring and old man. They're not, they're great, they're practical. This has got a lovely line that goes over. You've got this slight variation on the Hofmeister kink going up the back here. Yeah, absolutely love it. And still on the subject of styling, this interior, you know what, I didn't used to like BMW interiors at all, but this is a masterpiece. Clear, uncluttered design, great ergonomics, and just enough buttons. There's enough buttons. There's a touchscreen here that's gigantic, but there's still enough down here that you can just do all of your things that you need to do without having to search through endless menus. It's a really beautiful place to be in this M340d. Though I have to say, I wouldn't choose bright white leather. I'd go with a nice tan personally. So the days when BMWs were all rear-wheel drive is long gone now. So they now use this wonderful X-Drive system. Now, power goes through the 8-speed auto to all 4 wheels. General driving, it just sends power to whichever wheel needs it the most. But when you pop it into Sport Plus mode, it goes to a rear bias and you get back that old BMW playfulness. Now, I'm on some twisties now, so here we go. The brakes need a bit of work. They're not quite as powerful as they should be, but you can feel that old school BMW balance. Definitely got a rear-wheel drive flavour to it. The roads are very greasy, and just had to correct a little bit there. Flooring it, this thing is seriously fast. But it just does it so effortlessly, and that responds to the handling as well. There's not really any drama. Now that may be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you want to look at it. But I was just going through those curves there at quite a high speed, and it was confidence inspiring. That is what's important with a car like this. But of course, another part of the handling is the ride. And sure enough, in sport, it's a little bit busier, but it's also a lot more tied down. So that's what you'd expect. I've now put it into comfort mode. And even though this is riding on 19s, on run flats, this is perfectly comfortable. I mean, if you drive it in comfort all day long, this is a comfy, relaxing place to be, especially with this interior. Diesel is a bit of a dirty word these days, but you know what? It's definitely got its place. See, I've been driving this thing all week, and I have been driving it on motorways, and I've been thrashing the life out of it, doing launch control. And the whole week, this 335 brake horsepower car has not done any less than 35 miles per gallon from a 3-litre twin-turbo straight-six diesel engine. That is insane. That means even if you were thrashing it everywhere at 35 mpg, you'd still get 460 miles on a tank. If you just drive this thing normally everywhere, you're going to be getting over 600 miles. That means I could drive from my house in Essex to Inverness without refueling. That is incredible in a car with this much performance. Just well done, BMW. Fantastic. Okay, so sure, all the numbers are there, you know, 0 to 60 in 4.8 seconds, typical 155 mile an hour top speed. They're all there, but it's the way that it delivers this performance that really, really impresses. I'll tell you why, it's that 700 Newton meters of torque. That is a lot of torque. And it's just an endless surge of shove right in your chest. And it pushes you back into that chair. And it is incredible the feeling that you get. I mean, overtaking speed, right, is generally 30 to 60 miles an hour. So I'm driving along at 32 miles an hour now. I'm going to put my foot down and we'll see how long it takes to get to 60. Okay, so I'm going to pull out, overtake somebody, go. And 60. See, that is really, really quick. And it's just so effortless. I love it. Genuinely effortless performance. It's not an SUV. You see, manufacturers are creating these little SUVs from tiny little ones right up to these enormous gargantuan things, and I don't like them. I think people are only buying them because they're fashionable, not because they do anything any better than an estate car. You see, this is fast. It's practical. It's got a massive boot. You can flip this, you can get in it easily. It's got all-wheel drive, so it's got traction in all different types of weather and any kind of situation you could want. I can't think of a single situation where an X3 would do anything much better than this to warrant the compromises that these SUVs have. They're far worse on economy. They handle a lot worse. They weigh so much. I mean, if you stick winter tyres on this is going to be like a mountain goat. It's going to go everywhere, anywhere. The only place it's not going to get where an X3 goes is over something really big and rutted, so it runs out of ground clearance. But honestly, how many SUVs and X3s and such like actually go much further than somewhere where we are now, a slightly dirty parking ground near a lake? No, I would take this any day of the week. Thank you very much, BMW, for sticking with the estate car. So there you go. I think the M340d Touring is literally the best car on sale today. It does everything you could possibly want in a car and more. Yes, you could get the M340i, but you trade the better performance and much better sound for much less touring range, and that's important to a lot of people. Now, if you talk about this just in terms of value for money, it's all the car you could ever need. So actually, £52,000, which is what this costs, really isn't that bad. But you could also pay a lot less on botb.com. Don't forget, you only have to be 17 years old or older to play, and they give away someone's dream car twice a week. So please do check them out in the links below. And that's it. Nice, short, snappy video. Don't forget, like and subscribe and all that, and we'll see you in another video.